everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shirley of Djali Stitches and I am happy to be back. I'm excited to share some starts, a little finish, some stuff that I've been working on, and thank you so much for joining in today. Thank you for checking out my videos. Thank you for your comments, for liking, and for sharing. And please subscribe. I'd love to have you join my Flosstube family. So I wanted to go ahead and get started. So let me go ahead and put on my glasses so I can, make sure I can read what we have going on here. So, okay. So I first want to say, this is a channel about Flosstube. No, this is a channel about cross stitch where we talk about counted cross stitch. So again, thank you for being here. Today I have a finish that I want to show you. So first of all, before I get into that, let me just share about the drinking game that we started last video. And on that drinking game, I went ahead and asked, for the comments of, I don't know if you guys watch, if you watch EJ and Sheila of the Sunshine Stitchers, and also Deb sometimes, they do a drinking game. So every time, I think their drinking game is, oh my gosh, did I forget that quickly? Oh my God, I forgot what their drinking game. I know whenever they say one of the EJ's pieces, everybody drinks, right? So in my video, I'd like to do the same thing. I like to do the same thing. So if you want to join me, please do. You can have your water, your tea, your adult beverage, wine, whatever it is that you want to sip on while you're watching with me today. And so today I'm drinking water, and so I'm excited about that, so I can stay hydrated while I talk to you today. And so according to the comments, the piece that we're going to drink to is Earth Goddess by Joan Elliot. So every time I talk about Earth Goddess or I mention Earth Goddess, that's two so far, you got to take a sip, okay? So okay, so keep us hydrated and a little bit of fun while we hang out today. So take out your cross stitch and sit back and hang out with me for a little bit while we talk about our love of cross stitch, okay? So great, first that's out of the way. I wanted to share this. It's not cross stitch, right? But it is something creative that I do when I'm stressed out. So this past week, Wednesday and Thursday, we dealt with Hurricane Helene. I'm in Georgia. Some of us in Florida dealt with Hurricane Helene. If you did, I hope you're safe. I hope you have your power back. But when I had power, I was able to start and finish something, and it really helped me with my anxiety. I get a lot of anxiety around, hurricanes and tropical storms. And we had our tornado sirens going on, and just to keep myself calm, I did something creative. I didn't want to cross stitch, but I did do this. I started and finished this picture right here. So it is coloring, right? It's a coloring book, and I'll show you my coloring book. It's mermaids and sea creatures, coloring for calming creativity by Color Creatives. I got this right out of the grocery store when I was walking out. Actually, EJ bought this for me. We were shopping at Publix, and I'm trying to move it so you don't see the glare. And she got this for me, and I was really happy about it. I'm so happy. And so I got like, oh my God, what should I do? I don't want to cross stitch right now. I want to do something creative. And so I got out my coloring markers and I colored her, my beautiful mermaid. I love the color combination. And yeah, so it's another piece of creative thing that I did. I'll show you what I used for the skin. I used these color markers here, and I don't have the box, but it's, let's see, this is called Tombow ABT, these markers here. And so what I did is I used this, really helped me with the skin color, this one, and does it have the color? 772 is a number, and I used this one with it, and this one is 912. So I use these markers here, Tombow markers I got from Michael's. And then for the color, and these are for like skin tones, right? And then for the color of the green dress and the hair, I use these watercolor markers. These are dual tips. I don't know if you can see that, but that's watercolor dual tip markers by Artist's Loft. I also got these from Michael's, and it's like a set here of markers. And so I love these markers. My godmother got them. Well, my sister's godmother, my aunt, got these for me. And so my son was like, Mom, can I use your markers? I'm like, no, sir. You can use your markers, but not my markers. So these are very special markers that I like to use when I color pictures. So that was that. So there, my start and finish. Okay, and so back to cross stitch. So I had a start this past few weeks, and it is, let me get it out. I'm gonna show you a picture of it first. It is the Feather Fairy by Nora Corbett. It is a Mirabilia. It is going to be a big piece. And so I'm excited that I finally started my first Mirabilia. This is my first Mirabilia. I'm so excited about it. So the Feather Fairy by Nora Corbett, I'll show you what I did. Okay, so not a big start. Just started into the feather of the dress. I do like to do center starts. So that's what you see here. That's what you see here. And so I'll let you know what I use. I need to find my information on what I use. Here it is. Everything's close by this time. I hope I did this right. So it's the Feather Fairy Mirabilia 28 count Springfield Sage Lugana. I started it September 14th. Okay. And I am using the called for DMC, and there are some treasures. There are some like beads and stuff with this. I think is that what treasures are? Anyway, there are beads in here. So I have a big floss pack in this bag. So that's my Feather Fairy, my first Mirabilia. I'm super excited. I've never beaded before, so I'm excited to learn. And yeah, Feather Fairy. So that's my first start. Okay. And then one of my whips, I worked on a few whips this time. I got to work on a few whips that I'm super excited to share about today. So my first whip that I want to show you is one Dozen Quaker. Unfortunately, I do not have a picture to show. Maybe I can insert a picture, and if I do, I'll insert it here so you see what it looks like. And this is where I am. So I am going for a finish this year. I am on target here with where we're supposed to be. This is a Sal with the Sunshine Stitchers. It is called, and on the last video I completely butchered their name. I think it's called the One Dozen Baker's Dozen Sal. Oh my God, how can I forget? I will put it down here if I can find it. But this is the One Dozen Quaker by Rosewood Manor, and I'll show you what I did. So I finished my 6, 8, 10, and this right here for September. And so I think I'll pick this up. Oh, anyway, I'll talk about when I'll pick it up again in my plans. But this is where I am, and I'm very, very happy with it. Okay, I'll share more about that piece. It is 32 count lilac Lugana. I started this piece May 10th, 2024. Now, most people who are doing the Sal started December of 2023. It's a 13-month Sal. And so I started late. I started later, and some people started later, and in fact, Jerica of Daybreak Stitchery is starting hers over. She had a mishap and lost her piece, and I feel so bad for you. I've been praying that you found it, but I'm so excited that you started again, and this will encourage people that are interested in starting but think it's too late to go ahead and like jump in with Jerica and start with her. Join her. And so on Friday, the first Friday of the month, EJ hosts a Zoom call where we work on the piece together, and hopefully I'll see you there, Jerica. I'll see all of you all that's in the cell. Join us if you're going to start the cell, and that's when I'll pick mine up again to continue working on it for October. Okay, so that is 1 Dozen Quaker. 1 Dozen Quaker. Okay, next whip. My next whip is dun, 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 Earth Goddess. Yes, let's have a drink. Okay, Earth Goddess by Joan Elliot. I absolutely love this piece. It's gonna take me a while. This has beading too and Krynic, which I've never used before, but I'm also part of a group called Virtual Stitchers, and on Virtual Stitchers, I get lots of advice from women and people, not women, just all of us, women and men who've been stitching for a long time. And so I already got some tips on how to use my Krynic when I'm ready and when to start beading, so I am excited about that. And I'm great. They're a great resource for questions when I'm ever confused about if I can't use EJ, I can call, I can get on Virtual Stitchers and ask them, and they're a great help. So I am working on Earth Goddess. This is Joan Elliot, and let me show you what I've done so far. This is it, right? Yep. So this is her. And so from the last time I showed this to you, I worked on here and here. So the bottom of her dress, here and here. So that's all I've done so far on her. Okay. And I'll share with you. Did I tell you everything about her? I don't think so. Let me see. So 28 count Mushroom Lugana. I'm really liking 28 count. So most of my stuff is on a 28 count right now. And I use the called for DMC Krynic and beads, except for the skin conversion that I'm using. I started this piece April 29th of this year, 2024, stitching 2/2. Okay. And that is that. So I think I mentioned this probably 2 more times. Enjoy your drink. Okay. My next piece that I'm so excited about, this is my first Blackbird design piece, and this is What Remains. What Remains by Blackbird Design. And so I won this from, I think I did win this from a giveaway from EJ and the Sunshine Stitchers. I always say EJ because that's my sister, but the Sunshine Stitchers had a giveaway, God, maybe 2 years ago, and I got this from them, and I'm so excited. I really am loving Blackbird Design, and so I did some different conversions. Actually, they do have DMC as some suggestions, so I did not convert from that. So I did do that, and so let me show you what I've done so far, and then I'll give you the information about it. I've done a lot. Done a lot. The last time I think you just saw the flower. So I added the house and the heart, which I love, and then this border. So already I flubbed. Already there's an issue with my border. It somehow doesn't line up. But I put it down because I'm like, I am not undoing this. I think I'm going to just keep going and see if I need to finagle somewhere else to make it line up if it's bad, the change. But I like the colors, I like how it's turning out. So yeah, that's my What Remains. Let me get the information on that. So my What Remains is Blackbird Designs, called for DMC, and it's a 28 count Ivory Lugana. And I started this piece August 14th, 2024, 2/2. Okay, so that's, oh yeah, this bag is my Crab Shack stitchery bag. I may have shown this before. beautiful inside. I need some more bags, by the way. Oh, and I'm excited. I'm gonna learn how to make project bags. Sometime in October, I'm gonna learn, and I'll show you those when I get those. Okay, all right, we're moving kind of along here. I'm almost done with my whips. I'm almost done with my whips, and we're almost done with the video. But thanks for being with me, and have a little bit more to share. So the next piece that I've worked on was Pavane. Actually, it's called Pavane for These Times by Long Dog Sampler. So it's supposed to look like this. This is what it's gonna look like when it's finished. Pavane for These Times, Long Dog Sampler. And maybe I need to slow down, right? And this is what I've done so far. I left it on the Q-snap only because I'm not putting it down yet. I wanna work on it tonight, work on it tomorrow, and maybe even beginning the first few days of October. I have some more work to do to finish. I need to put the D here, and then I think I need to finish this more to be able to be caught up for my goal for the end of September. So I may make it, I may not. We'll see how much I get done tonight and tomorrow. But my goal is to finish this. Actually, well, I'm giving myself the end of the year to finish it, but I really would like to finish it at the end of October or mid-November. So if I have this is page 8, I have this much to do for page 8 to finish, and then I'll have page 9, and then it'll be done. So I've been working on this piece since 2020, and I'm excited to get it done and framed. So that is that. I'll give you more information. Here about my Pavane for These Times. I'm working on an 18 count white opalescence Aida. And I'm using Floss DMC 796. Actually, I'm using 796 and my Dozen Quaker as well. And I started this, like I said, in 2020. I don't remember when in 2020 I started it, so I'm eager to get this done. Let's talk about some plans. I do have some plans that I want to share, and at the end, I do have some haul as well that I want to show you. So some plans. I'm working on finishing my Pavane for These Times. I just talked about that. My goal is I'm giving myself a long goal of December, but honestly, if I could finish it by the end of October, mid-November, that would be so exciting, and then I could focus on my Dozen Quaker and keep it moving. Okay. I also want to make sure I work on my Earth Goddess. My What Remains, and those two that I've shown today, I want to work on those. I may put a few stitches in Earth on Feather Fairy. We'll see. Okay. I do want, before the end of the year, I want to touch my Indian Peacock and my Poppy. I think it's Poppies, and both of those are by Dimensions. I do want to touch those by the end of the year because I just haven't touched them at all this year, and I want to put, even if it's 10, even if it's 100 stitches, work on them for an hour. My plan is to do that by the end of the year. I'm not saying by next month because I have so much plans, and whenever I get into it, I'll get into it. But I want to do that before the end of the year. Okay. My next plan that I want to talk about is December 15th. We're starting a new sal. I don't think they have a name for it yet. I have to watch the Sunshine Stitchers latest video to find out what they've named the recent sal. Maybe we're gonna just decide that at our next meeting, our next Zoom call. But it is the Put a Bird on It by Modern Folk Embroidery. And so I'm excited about that. So I'm planning on kitting my piece. I need to buy my pattern. I'm planning on buying my pattern from Evertotes. I'll put the information in the information below on where you can order that if you want to join us. And I'm not sure about the floss yet. So my plan is to pick out a variegated floss, a DMC variegated floss, and then go into their website and find the floss that's associated with that variegation and work like that. That's my plan. I've seen a lot of them that I've liked, but nothing that I've fall in love with like the one that I'm using for my 1 Dozen Quaker. 1 Dozen Quaker. Is that the Sal? The 1 Dozen Quaker Sal? Or Bake Me a Dozen Sal? I think it's the Bake Me a Dozen Sal. That's the name of the Sal. Bake Me a Dozen. I think that's the name of the Sal. Bake Me a Dozen Sal. So this new Sal will get the name, and I'll share it on the next video, or the next time that I find out, I'll let you know what that is. And so yeah, if you want to know more about the Sal, join the Sunshine Stitchers Facebook group. There they post when they're planning on having the Zoom calls, and they also post just information about the different Sals, the 2 different Sals that we're going to be working on, finishing the one in December for the Bake Me a Dozen Sal, and then the new one with the Put a Bird on It by Modern Folk Embroidery. Okay. Okay, so those are my plans. Those are my plans. Just looking at my notes, not trying to be rude, just looking at my notes to make sure I'm on point here. And so fall has started. Another plan that I like, and I have lots of plans, but we'll see what we'll get done. Another plan is I have Plum Street Sampler Hello Fall that I want to start. So I might start that. It's a beautiful piece, and I'll show that on the next video. And so I'd like to perhaps start. Fall is already here, so I'd like to start and do something, you know, fallish, something autumnish. So I'd like to work on that. That's also a plan that I have. And oh, I have a huge favor to ask you. Please help me out. So I've heard of a few Fabric of the Month clubs. I looked them up and they're full. They're done. They're full, sold out. So I need a suggestion. I need you to tell me, and please put them in the comments, if you know of any Fabric of the Month clubs that are open and available. I'm looking for like a 28 count, maybe 32 count, 36 count. So either 28 count or 36 count, but I really like the 28 count. So Lugana really, and if anybody hears of a Fabric of the Month clubs, or if you know any Fabric of the Month clubs that are open, please put them in the comments. I have been looking and I'd like to join one, I think. If not now, then maybe next year in January, which is around the corner. So if you know, please let me know. Thank you so much in advance if you can get that information over to me. Okay. All right, now for my haul. Okay, so EJ and Shirley went on this road trip in the summer and picked up a few things, and luckily for me, EJ was able to FaceTime me to show me some things that she was getting, and I wanted to purchase some things as well. So I want to go ahead and show, and she's probably shared this on her video, but I want to share them too because I'm super excited. So another Mirabilia piece I purchased is Mermaids of the Deep Blue by Nora Corbett. And can you see them? Beautiful, beautiful. Of course, I want to do a skin conversion, probably hair conversion as well. And I cannot wait to start this. I don't know when. This one is a little bit intimidating for me, but I'd like to start her. Okay, and I'll show you the fabric that I think I want to put this on. This is, picture this plus lily pad. It is a 32 count. Is it linen? Oh my, it'll be my first linen piece. Oh, it'll be my first linen, I think. So this is the piece that I'm thinking about using for this, and I think it's perfect. I think it would go perfectly, you know. What are your thoughts? What do you think? So I love this fabric. I have never stitched on linen before, so this would be exciting to start something on this. And isn't she beautiful? of the yellow. Actually, I think this is how we said we would start it, like this. Yeah, with like almost like looking like the sun, you know, the lighter parts on top and the darker parts on the bottom. More like the deeper part of the ocean. So that's that. I think that's definitely the fabric that I will use for this when I start it. And it's not kitted yet. I still need to get the Krynic, the treasures. That's what, okay, that's treasures, the beads, and the DMC. I don't even know if I have these in my stash. So I have to look and see what I have and get ready to purchase the rest. The next piece that I want to show you, this is actual in Nora Corbett, so this will be a smaller one. This is Miss Goss Swallowtail, Butterfly Misses by Nora Corbett. I think she got this from Barefoot Needle. Was that the Barefoot Needle Art? I think is where she got that from. So this is going to be a smaller piece. Of course, there will be a skin conversion, of course, and probably her hair too, or maybe not. We'll see. I like the blonde. We'll see. But I love this, and I love butterflies, so I love this piece. Cannot wait to start it. And I mean, we talked about possibly using this fabric. I may use it, I may not. I'm not sure yet. It's a beautiful, I don't know if it's showing up here, this minty green color. And it is Lugana. This is a Mojito Lugana. And she got this from Barefoot Needle Art. And this is a 28 count fat quarter. I don't know if you're seeing this, if it's showing up, this minty green here that I love this. Mojito, one of my favorite drinks, by the way. So that's what she got for me. So I do have some fabric, but I would like to get some more. That's why I'm excited about possibly joining a fabric of the month club, and I'm looking for one that's open, and I'd like to possibly join one next year. Something else I'd like to show, like I said, my aunt makes bags, and I asked her to make me a few project bags. She made me this cute little one that I like. You know, this cute little tassel. I mean, this was her first bag, but I think it's really well made. Cute little tassel. I don't know if you're seeing this tassel and this cute bag. I really think it's cute, and the inside is pretty plain, like a blue jean inside, and I like that. So I love it, and excited to learn how to make more. You know, she's gonna teach me. She's coming in the next few weeks, and she's gonna pull out my sewing machine and learn how to make project bags. We'll make a trip to Michael's or Joann's and get some cool fabric and start it. And I'll show you what we create, if it's anything that I can show, if it's nice. So that is that. So yeah, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for participating. I would like to do a giveaway soon. I will stay tuned. I will let you know. Looking to see what my next giveaway will be. I'm excited about doing that. And thank you so much for hanging out with me, for spending time with me. And hopefully I enabled you to start something with me. And please leave your comments on anything you're working on. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope to see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.